Hi, Beans. Little Bean. Hi, buddy. Beans is right underneath me. I actually have his tail in my hand. As we're speaking, I have his tail in my hand. Hi, everybody. Hi, how are you? Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. I'm doing my little setup here. Save. Good to go. Change that to live chat. And now we're golden. Now we are golden. Good morning, everybody. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? You just joined the DSA. Congratulations. Excuse me. Whew. Red Dead Messiah 707. First time on a live stream. Get ready for fuckery. Ooh, what fresh hell for breakfast today? Well, today I had 2 pieces of buttered whole grain toast and 3 strips of applewood smoked bacon. And I am now on my 2nd cup of delicious coffee, French vanilla Dunkin' Donuts. How's the audio? There seems to have been a recent audio, let me move that up, a recent audio update on this Shure microphone. It should be decent, actually. This fucking pimple will not go away. That's not a freckle. That's a pimpy. I don't want to hear it from you. I don't want to hear it from you. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear none of that shit. None of that shit from any of you. Thanks for replying to my comment on your vid server. I want you. One more step to being embarrassed. Yeah. Well, that's what. Bellica, Valenti, great guy, the best guy. Oh, you should like and subscribe. Oh, you should like and subscribe. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Ooh. Caleb says, "Hey Chris, I'm 20 and I want to make a difference in my state government. Any tips?" Yeah, start local. Listen, you want to make a difference in your state government, try making a difference in your county's government first. See if that does anything. If you can't get some sort of position, then start advocating for the most marginalized people in your communities. I guarantee you there's different organizations, people who are, I don't know, coming up with some sort of plan for the homeless, people who are coming up with some sort of plan for the impoverished youth. There's plenty of different community organizations you should be able to join. What bad news do we have today? We've got some pretty crazy news. Hold on, I have to vote in this poll because I am Democratic. This poll and vote is about laser tag. God damn. All right. New York Times Chase complicit in Jeff's crimes. Chase, like the bank? Yeah, I'd believe it. I'd totally believe it. Trump is live at the Bible Museum. I know. Oh, jeez.
Supreme Court, you'd have a tent city right there, and nobody would ever tell them to do it. We had a blue tent right on Lafayette, and they seemed to have a permit. And one of the fake news media was asking me the other day, what about the blue tent? What blue tent? Because all the tents you got, somehow these people were very well connected with the communist cause.
What?
And I said, there's a tent up there? Really? Yeah. And he was a friendly reporter for a change. He said, it's terrible that the tent. I said, I didn't know that. I'm surprised. And I checked, and there was. And we got it down very quickly. It's down. It's down. Wasn't easy.
Didn't you just say that whoever this homeless
people
person
chained
was
themselves to a
had
tree
a permit?
and this and that, but that's okay. They can chain themselves.
Didn't you just say they had a permit?
It's been there for years. It's been there for many years. We took it down. Came down very quickly, Pam. So I hope Attorney General Bondi will be looking into some of these things, and I really know that some of them she's done such an incredible job. You know, she's got a lot of pressure on her not to do these things by a certain group of people that I guess don't love our country, or there's some ideology that they're just indoctrinated with. But she's going to do a fantastic job.
You want to talk about fucking indoctrination guy? You want to be the one to talk about indoctrination
guy?
Again,
DC is right now so safe you can go out. Friends of mine called, one in particular. He's been in DC for
sir,
a long
I can go out to
time.
dinner. My
He
wife is
said, I haven't
walking
gone
around
out in 4
alone.
years for dinner with my wife. The restaurants were all closing because people were afraid. Even
Because
if
of
they were
you,
in the
sir.
restaurant, it didn't matter. They were held up.
Because of you,
Guys would
sir.
walk in with guns into a restaurant. And that's over. It's not happening. It's now safe. And this man said, I've gone out to dinner in the last week and a half 4 times.
Because of you, sir.
And I am so safe. My wife could meet me at the restaurant. She could walk by herself. There's zero threat. The National Guard working with the police, working with the mayor. The mayor has, that's not her ideology. And now I think it maybe is her ideology. She's taking a lot of heat, too, from the radical left. They don't like that she's allowing it. But look, she's going to either allow it or we'll just do it because, it's just.
Dude, see, this is what
She
Hmm.
I mean.
understands.
The gloves are off. We're not even hiding the fascism anymore. He's saying that essentially about any state. Hey, if you don't allow me to send the National Guard, I'm just going to send them anyway. They're done. They're done with, fucking rules. They're done with legal process. They're just done with it. They gave up. They're like, fuck it.
Necessarily on our side. They're all going, yes, yes, yes. What about you? Yes, it's true. I was a couple of times. Every one of them. It's
Why is
crazy.
his mic so quiet?
Not going to happen
too?
anymore. So right now we went from
Is it just me?
one of the most, and some people say the worst, the most violent city. Can you imagine our capital being the most violent city? But it was really bad, into a totally safe zone. It's called a safe zone city. There's no crime. They said
called a
crime's down
safe zone city.
87%. I said, no. It's more than 87%. Virtually nothing. And much lesser things that take place.
Dude,
in the
I love
home
how
they
he
call
just
crime.
said that they told him like, "Hey, crime is at 80. It's 87% or whatever." And he goes, "No, it's much higher." What, dude? That's not how stats work. What do you like? Do you like? What do you? What? That's not how anything works.
Same thing in Chicago, New York, Los Angeles. We did it. We saved Los Angeles. We saved Los Angeles, Dan.
Let me take on him getting the shit up talking about anti-trans ideology. What?
Gavin Newsom would have had a real problem.
When did he do that?
We sent our troops. The head police officer, the top person, said we could have never done this
kid?
alone. We sent.
What is this? This? What is this?
Thank you again, Mr. President.
Oh, God damn it. Hold on. I can clean this up. Throw up a little hairball. Hold on. All right, sorry about that. Beans had a hairball. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Did I film this? All right, hold on. Trump's giving a speech at the Museum of the Bible Museum, which I didn't even know existed. And how can you have a Bible museum when it's a religion? Like, it's based on faith, believing in something that you don't have evidence for? That's kind of the whole point, Regardless, doesn't matter. I have barely watched this, and Trump just brought up a kid. Now, chat told me that this kid says some whack-ass shit. I have not watched this yet, and I have a feeling that this kid is going to say some propaganda. And, you know, do you remember when Trump weaponized that, like, kid with cancer, and they, like, made him, like, an ICE agent? The little black kid? Like, they love to weaponize kids, bro. It's weird. So, let's watch this together. I have no idea what's coming. Let's see. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It costs you nothing, and it helps me immensely. Let's find out.
Hi, I'm Shane Cias. I've been a Christian my whole life, and Jesus means everything
My whole... Dog, what do you mean I've been a Christian my whole life? Dog, you're 9. Dog, you're probably 9. Dog, what the fuck you mean?
to me.
I've been playing Call of Duty longer than you've been alive. I've been playing Call of Duty longer than you've been alive.
When I was in 5th grade, my school forced me to teach my kindergarten buddy about changing his gender using a book called My Shadow is Pink. The book said you can choose your gender based on feelings instead of how God made us. I knew this was not right, but I was afraid of getting in trouble. After my family spoke up, the school treated us badly, and kids started bullying me and my brother because of our faith. And the school did nothing to stop it. It hurt a lot, but I kept trusting God.
What the fuck is going on? Is this just... is this the assault? The assault has begun on trans people. Like, I know. Chris, what do you mean? They've already been attacking us. What the fuck is this? You're at the Museum of the Bible. Why are we talking about trans people? Who gives a shit about, like, it's like, what, less than 2% of the population? What are we doing?
I believe kids like me should be able to live our faith at school without being forced to go against what we believe. I hope no other family...
You were, first of all, kid, you were not being forced to do anything. Like, guys, like public school people, you want to go to the bathroom? Asking your teacher if you can go to the bathroom is sort of like common courtesy. You don't have to do shit. You know what I mean? You don't have to do anything. You literally don't have to do anything. You're supposed to, but they can't, like, what? You don't have to do fucking anything, dog. You don't have a gun to your head.
Has to go through what mine did. Thank you.
Got it? Wait.
The school treated us badly, and kids started bullying me and my brother because of our faith. And the school did nothing to stop it. It hurt a lot, but I kept trusting God. I believe kids like me should be able to live our faith at school without being forced to go against what we believe. I hope no other family has to go through what mine did. Thank you.
Where did they get this kid? Like, how does this happen? Do you think his parents donated like a shitload of money to the Trump regime? Probably, right? You know? All right, yo, because I'm also recording this. I'm recording this. Yo, if you're watching this recorded, let's keep on going. This is live right now. I could hit the live button. Should we see what it's like live?
Think about this.
Who's this dude?
What if 1 million people prayed for our country every single week between now and next July 4th? More specifically, what if believers all across this great nation got together with 10 people, friends, family members, colleagues, work associates, 10 people each week to pray for our country and for our fellow citizens? Let that sink in. 1 million people.
I'm letting it sink in. What would that do? It would do nothing. Like, what do you think happened? Do you think the more people that pray, God is like, oh!
Think about the miracle
I hear it!
that would take
place.
place.
God's out there going like, you
think
hear
about
that?
the transformation
Like,
that you and I could witness in communities.
what the fuck are you talking about? There's legislation.
To their fathers, daughters returning to their mothers, families coming back together, health being restored, financial needs being met, mountains being moved.
Praying?
Think about it.
You want to pray
If
for
1 million
it?
of us every week got together and prayed for this great country.
Yeah. What if we get a... Yo, how about... Oh, I know no one can afford to live. Oh, $3 trillion to Israel. Why don't you pray it away? A little bit of prayer. Oh, we're gonna pray away the financial crisis that I made. Pray away the recession that is coming for us. Pray away the tariffs that I did. Oh, like, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
He famously said, if a sparrow cannot fall to the ground without his notice, is it probable that an empire can rise
Luigi.
without his aid? How many are
Luigi!
that God put that on the heart of Benjamin Franklin on that day? Prayer brings restoration. It rebuilds what has been broken. It ignites an indescribable power of hope within you and within me. It's a light that's felt by all of those in whom we intercede and pray for. And you've all heard faith leaders across the country quote 2 Chronicles 7:14, which says, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven.
Fuck is the wicked ways, bro? We're talking about trans people? Is that the wicked ways, dog?
On behalf of President Trump and ultimately the Lord God Almighty.
Oh, I turned the wrong sound off.
Pray without
ceasing. I didn't.
I'm inviting all Americans.
No, I didn't.
To pray.
That's a lie.
With unwavering faith for the renewal of our nation and our fellow citizens. Amen? Amen. All Americans. Will you all stand with me as we rededicate America to one nation under God? Father, we thank you.
Which God?
For this time that we have together. Lord God, we thank you that we can gather together as faithful people, as faithful leaders, as denomination leaders, as religious leaders. Father, we thank you for our president, Donald J. Trump.
I don't think
Father
this
God,
is for the Norse gods.
And appointed for this time, for such a time as this. Lord, thank you that the president prioritizes prayer. Father God, that he sees the power, the importance, the priority of praying together as a people, as a country, as a nation. Father, we in this place today, in this great museum of the Bible, Father God, we lift up our president. Lord,
I think I like this one more.
Family.
Israel has hypnotized the world. May Allah awaken the people and help them to see the evil doings of Israel and the United States.
Inshallah, Brother Trump. Inshallah.
Israel has hypnotized the world. May Allah awaken the people and help them to see the evil doings of Israel and the United States.
Back to it.
We lift up, Father God, as we bow our knee before you, as we humble ourselves before you. Lord God, we thank you that starting even right now, that families will come back together. Sons return to fathers. Daughters will return to mothers. Healing and revitalization.
That's not AI.
New life.
Guys, that's not AI.
Father,
guys,
we're so grateful.
That's not an AI video. That is real. That was from 2015. That's not AI. That is a real fucking video, bro. He was trying to, he was quoting Ilhan Omar. That's not AI at all, dogs. That's not AI. Inshallah, my brothers.
That we can stand in the nation's capital as a people of believers in this great institution. Lord God, in the presence of God Almighty.
Is he going to come?
By the power of the Holy Spirit. Lord Jesus, we humble ourselves. We thank you. God, we know that from this day.
Oh, I can feel the power of Christ. He's coming in me.
Oh,
he's,
we celebrate 250
oh, he's coming in me.
The Lord God,
oh, I can feel it. Oh, the Lord, he's here.
And Father, we
Shumbala fumbala dingala dangala dungala fangala singala dingala bingala bingala bangala bingala boom. Oh, they broke my ass.
Democrat, not just Republican, but
they've broken my ass.
So, getting back to why you got invited. So, I'd get a call from the speaker, and it'd say, sir, we have 16 hard no's.
Oh!
It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
How hard?
And we have one of many bills, because this happened many times. And it tended to be the same 16, 18, 19 people all the time. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, I call them. I said, Jim, how you doing, Jim? Everything okay? Yes, sir. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. How are you voting for us, Jim? Well, what do you think, sir? Tell me, what should I do, sir? And he broke my ass. And they had about 16 others. That doesn't mean we don't like them.
Yo, that's literally, yo, this is like, yo, when you guys ask Nelson what we actually do at laser tag.
What do you think, sir? Tell me, what should I do, sir? And he broke.
Okay, hold on. This is Nelson when he goes back to the wife and kid. And they ask, Nelson's my moderator if you're watching this pre-recorded, and they ask what he did at laser tag with Valenti.
And he broke my ass.
I'm not paying for that song. I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying. What else do we got from King Dolan?
Promoting a message of radical gender ideology that is contrary to his religious beliefs and ours. I'd like to have Shay come up and tell the story.
So this kid was in kindergarten, bro? You're using a kindergartner? The kindergarten! Like, oh my God. Der Volk! Der Kindergarten! It's funnier because kindergarten is literally a German word. They're coming after the culture! Defend your culture. Join ICE now! Like, what are we doing? My brother!
Amazing story. Shay?
God damn it, hold on.
Well, what do you think, sir? Tell me, what should I do, sir? And he broke my ass.
Oh!
Please come up. Super centennial. He said super centennial. And I think we're going to do that. Let's change.
Dude. America is not a Christian nation. Okay? Never has been. Never will be. Not as long as I'm still fucking breathing. This nation was founded on secular values, separation of church and state. It's abundantly clear, King Dolan. Inshallah, you can praise your Jesus. A Jew can praise, I guess, the same God, but, you know, Moses is the Messiah. A Muslim can praise Allah and Muhammad. A Buddhist can praise Buddha. A Norse pagan can praise Thor, Odin, fucking, you know, who gives a shit? Why do we have to focus on one branch of an Abrahamic religion when you guys all praise the same fucking God at the end of the day? You guys all believe in the same fucking rules at the end of the day. That one guy quoted Benjamin Franklin. Who? Did you see the intro? Did you see the way Pam Bondi introduced him? First of all, what is with this brown shirt, Nazi-looking ass getup on this bitch? Watch this. Watch this. Look at this. Look at this. Dude, she looks like fucking Eva Braun. She looks like fucking Eva Braun.
Thank you.
Fucking crow's feet for days.
And thank you, Lieutenant Governor Patrick. Our founders believed every individual has the right to worship freely without fear of their own government. No.
Yeah. You don't believe that non-Christians are individuals, don't you?
One knows this better than President Trump. Under his leadership, we have dropped FACE cases against pro-life Christians, stopped the FBI from spying on Catholics.
Catholics? Who the fuck says Catholics like that? Stop the FBI from spying on Catholics? First of all, wait a minute. What? What does that mean? Are you sorry, you can't spy on me. I'm Catholic. What? What? What does that even mean?
launched multiple investigations into anti-Semitism in schools, and we are aggressively
Bitch, you did not launch investigations into anti-Semitism. You fucking launched investigations into pro-Palestinian protests. You labeled anyone and everybody who held a sign that said Free Palestine as a fucking terrorist, you cunt.
vicious crimes against Jewish Americans. President Trump is fighting each day for our parents, our students, and every American's right to live out their faith. There is no greater defender of the First Amendment than the president.
There's no greater defender of the First Amendment than the Prezi. Motherfucker already tried to violate the First Amendment by making it illegal to burn the flag. I know that's a shitty example, but like, that's literally Supreme Court ruled protected speech under the First Amendment. That's just like an easy one. That's nothing but net. That's nothing but net. I mean, not to mention the fact that he quite literally started fucking arresting people for saying like they were pro-Palestine, and they're doing like MAGA audits at Harvard and Columbia, saying like you gotta be teaching like pro-America history, especially at the Smithsonian. Luigi do harras le kirri, come si hilfe lausak tun, machnel.
There is no greater president than Donald Trump.
Dude, this reminds me of that North Korean clip. What the fuck is it? Oh my god, what is it? Luigi, shush! I'm going nuts. North Korea broadcaster. This is Kim Jong-un. Oh, there's a dog out there with a squeaky toy. Yeah, dude, it reminds me of this. Luigi!
Projected on large screens in downtown Pyongyang, Ri Chun-hee, Donald Trump.
To sign.
Oh, here it is.
Kim Jong-un said that today both sides.
Dude, I don't want to hear it with the translation. Luigi, come here! You guys know the clip that I'm talking about, though?
We all thank President Trump for protecting the God-given rights of every American. And it is my great honor to introduce to you the 45th and the 47th President of the United States of America, Donald Trump.
Yeah, dude. I mean, if you guys know the clip that I'm talking about, somebody send it to me. We're like, it's literally that clip, but without the fucking English translation.
Sir, tell me, what should I do, sir? And he broke my ass. And they had about 16 others.
That's unbelievable. He broke my ass. He broke my ass. All right, listen, if you're live, stay. We're going to keep on going. If you're watching this pre-recorded, thank you very much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, do everything you got to do, and donate to the channel. This is real independent media. I ain't got no funding. Later. Oh, hit that video over there. It's a banger. I know bangers. He broke my ass.
I do, sir. And he broke my ass. And they had about...
Oh, I love it. I love it. What is this?
So you called the judge's order just earlier today, quote, patently unlawful, end quote, and said that it was an assault on democracy itself. Does that mean that the administration is ignoring this order, and might you ignore future court orders that meet the criteria you laid out?
The President of the United States and his administration
What does it even
reserve
mean?
all rights under the Constitution to conduct national security operations in defense of the United States. The Alien Enemies Act.
Are they trying to make the word deports like slang for owns? Like Stephen Miller owns CNN anchor. Stephen Miller demolishes CNN anchor. Stephen Miller destroys. Are they trying to make deports one of those? Stephen Miller deports CNN anchor live on air. They're literally trying to meme their way through fascism. They're trying to meme their way through fascism, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy, dog. I turned off the music. They're just doing like ASMR, dude. Everyone wants the hostages home. Everyone wants this war to end. The Israelis have accepted my term. It is time for Hamas to accept as well. I have warned Hamas about the consequences of not accepting. This is my last warning. There will not be another one. Thank you for your attention. Yeah, dude. Yeah, nobody fucking believes this shit, dude. Nobody believes this shit anymore. Yeah, no, the fucking government is a joke now. It's a joke. It's literal idiocracy. It's literal idiocracy. Oh, jeez. All right, what other breaking news do we have? 5 people killed in a shooting in Jerusalem. That's kind of rare. They don't have mass shootings in Israel. Which is crazy to say, because Israel commits mass shootings every day in fucking Gaza. Are you armed? Of course. Palestinian man opened fire. No, this is January last year. Hamas did not take responsibility. Palestinian? It doesn't say anything about them being Palestinian. It says the shooting is the deadliest attack in the city since 2023 when a Palestinian man. That's the attack that happened in 2023. That's what the news said. Well, I mean, that's what I'm looking at right now. That's what I'm fucking looking at right now. You'll think you'll be the first to get black bagged? Nah, bro, I'm white. I'll be probably the last. South Koreans feel betrayed by a workforce detention at Georgia Hyundai plant. The foreign minister of South Korea departed for the U.S. on Monday to finalize steps in return for several hundred South Korean workers. Yeah, dude, I love it. Like there's not going to be any charges on the fucking CEO of Hyundai for hiring illegal immigrants in the United States. No, they're instead just going to face charges against this is what I mean. The Trump regime doesn't care about the root of problems. They care about putting like a Band-Aid on a bullet wound. You know, like, yeah, let's just arrest the South Korean workers instead of, like, fixing the issue at hand. 475 workers, more than 300 of them were South Korean. They're shackled with chains around their ankles, bro. Wait, their hands, ankles, and waists? Are we joking? Wait, they shackled their legs, waists, and wrists all together? What the fuck? That's kind of fucked. I bet you these fucking losers have like some music in the car playing, like some like they're so like jacked up, geeked up.
GSP in position, north side.
DEA? Why the fuck do you need the DEA here?
Keep coming this way, please.
This is in Georgia. Homeland Security, protecting the homeland with honor. Oh my God, this whole thing was a photo op. You're telling me you brought tents and stuff to stick it up? Well, you brought this? You brought this? That's fucking crazy. What, did a couple of them run into the water?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that, I'm game. Dale, muchachos, vamos a salir de ahí para evitar problemas. Vámonos. Keep worried about guns.
Any weapons in you?
No, sir. No belt.
This is so fucked, bro. Oh my God, they're shackling their legs. They're shackling their legs. Dude, these people are never coming to fucking America again. These South Koreans. Bro, South Koreans are never coming back here, bro. Could you imagine coming to the United States for work? I know that this shit happens all the time to people from South America, but that, you know, they're our southern neighbor. Imagine coming here from fucking Korea. Korea. And this shit happens to you. Dude, this is so unnecessary. This is so unnecessary. Bro, they brought the camera crew with them and they brought all of that tent shit because they genuinely did no research and they probably thought they were about to get some footage of like 500 illegal Spanish-speaking, like Southern American immigrants. That's what they thought they were gonna get. They were like, "Oh fuck, they're all Korean." Well, we got the camera crew here, so we might as well get the footage. Thanks for becoming a loyalist, DJ. That isn't that like that's what I'm getting from this. That's so fucking stupid, bro. Good morning, everybody.
More than 87%, virtually nothing, and much lesser things that take place in the home they call crime. You know, they'll do anything they can to find something. If a man has a little fight with the wife, they say this was a crime. See, so now I can't claim 100%. But
Are you talking about domestic abuse? That's a crime. You not reporting domestic abuse in Washington, D.C. right now, dude? What?
the home they call crime. You know, they'll do anything they can to find something. If a man has a little fight with the wife, they say this was a crime. See, so now I can't claim 100%. But we are a safe city. You can walk to a restaurant. You can walk to the White House if you work there. You can walk to the Capitol. and even the Democrats say, I can't believe it, but they don't want to admit it, but I can't believe it. We could do the same thing in Chicago, New York, Los Angeles. We did it. We saved Los Angeles.
All right, so I guess just like smacking your wife is back. Remember when Ronald Reagan slapped a bitch?
You get back to the hotel and stay there.
I like it here.
Go on, get moving.
I said, I like it here.
Well, I can change that in a hurry.
Oh God, dude! Americans saw that and were like, "We gotta get this guy in the Oval immediately." Give me back my frames. Dude, Americans saw that and were like, we gotta elect this man to the presidency immediately. Immediately. Oh, God. Yeah, they're like, wait, Mr. Reagan, your line was, you better get out of here, woman.
It maybe is National Guard working with the police, working with the mayor. The mayor has, that's not her ideology, and now I think it maybe is her ideology.
Yeah, I heard him say that already. What the fuck? Wait, what?
He's your average 16-year-old with a passion for photography, music, and spending time with his family. But that life for Palestinian-American Mohammed Ibrahim was changed in the blink of an eye when on a visit from Florida to his home in the West Bank this past February. His family says more than 30 armed Israeli soldiers broke in and took him into custody on allegations of rock throwing. Mohammed's mother.
Rock throwing! "30 Israeli soldiers rounded up a 16-year-old kid from Florida for allegations of rock throwing, and he's being held in an Israeli prison." Bro, how can anybody support Israel? Like, honestly, no, it's gotten to the point where, like, if anybody even tells me that they support Israel, let alone fucking Zionism, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, dude, you're a dog person.
And father watching in horror as their son blindfolded and hands tied behind his back.
Wait,
and
they
then he was just ripped away
blindfolded him? What the fuck?
From them. Since then, Mohammed has been held inside Israel, recently moved to the notorious Ofra prison, a place human rights groups say abuse Palestinian children. And the family's attorney says he's deteriorating under those conditions. Not only is Mohammed suffering from severe weight loss, losing 25 pounds, but he's contracted scabies, a condition caused when tiny mites burrow into your skin. The Ibrahim family is desperate for his return and now appealing to the Secretary of State. In a letter to Marco Rubio, they write, Mohammed's health is dire and requires your immediate action to ensure Mohammed is free, safe, and with his parents. His life is on the line. Joining me now, Mohammed's father, Zair Ibrahim.
Holy shit. Holy shit, dude. You know what's crazy is there was a time where if a foreign nation had thrown one of our people, let alone a child, in jail, in prison, and they were losing weight and they got scabies, we would actually invade the nation. There was a time where we would have invaded the nation that did that.
Zair, I'm so glad that you were able to join me. Let me start with your son. And do you have any idea about his condition right now?
As for now, no, not really. the next trip for the U.S. Embassy to visit him, I think they did not give me exact date, but it might be within a couple weeks. So the last visitation they had was over a month ago.
Okay, so...
Bro, could you imagine going a month without seeing your kid, knowing he's in a fucking Israeli prison being starved and tortured for allegations of throwing a fucking rock?
More than a month ago, you haven't even talked to your son. You don't know how he is. Israel is accusing him of throwing rocks. Has Israel given you any evidence that he's guilty of this crime?
Guilty of this crime? Guilty of this crime is fucking crazy. Sorry, bad timing just before the end of the stream. Yeah, dude, I saw your fucking message. I got it. I saw it.
No, nothing.
So then what is... Go ahead.
The way the system, as you know, I've been here for 7 months now, just waiting, to see what happens with my son. So I haven't been traveling back and forth.
Bro, his son looks exactly fucking like him. Holy shit. His son looks exactly fucking like him.
So I haven't been traveling back and forth to the United States. So, after the 7 months here, I see it's just like a normal routine almost. They just take anybody in jail and they can accuse them of anything.
Yo, this is why, under no circumstances, do you ever go to Israel. They will find any reason to throw your ass in a fucking prison.
And you cannot do nothing about it. There's no evidence. There's no real court system. It's a military court and it's a military jail. So there's really no rights to anything. And if they accuse you of something, it's basically you have to prove you're innocent, and there's no way to prove it when they control the court system and everything.
And you wrote a letter now to Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Have you heard back?
Nothing.
Of course you're not going to hear back from Marco fucking Rubio. Every single one of them is an ideological Zionist. You say you call yourself a Palestinian American because that's what you are. They see the word Palestinian and they disregard the next word. They don't give a shit that you're an American.
Not even an email.
I know you're going to do everything you can to advocate for your son. I know you're trying to talk to all the right people. When he is finally released, what is the first thing you're going to do?
What do you mean when? Bitch, what do you mean when he is released? How about an if? We're talking about a Nazi regime holding him hostage.
First thing you'll say to him?
I just hope he knows we're trying our best, because, there's no information that gets to him. He's in a small cell with 15, 20 people we don't know. So he got one letter from us, not a letter. He got a little, we wrote something to the U.S. Embassy for them to read, to read to him. And he wrote us a little letter back, and that's it. But we're just hoping for the best, and hopefully he'll be home soon.
Stay in close touch with us, Zaire, please. Zaire Ibrahim, thank you.
Jesus Christ, bro. That is so fucking demented. That is so fucking demented.
Going to lose 25 or 30% of the farmers in this country if they don't do something. It has to be done, and it's not just here. It's everywhere.
Farmers are making a cry for help before it's too late. Countless farmers gathered to speak to representatives of Arkansas leaders to share the urgency that something needs to be done about the current state of farming. Jake Tester was at the meeting and now joins us in the studio with more. Jake.
Many farmers spoke up at the meeting, and
the message
was straightforward. They need help, and they need it now.
Mr. Trump, you looked at me, sir, and you said, I love you. Mr. Trump, I need to see the fruit of your love.
Oh my God, these are all Trump voters. You stupid fucking bastards, bro. You thought Donald Trump, the man in the suit from Queens, the billionaire, you're fired, The Apprentice, gave a fuck about you? You're a farmer. He thinks you're fucking disgusting. That's not hyperbole, bro. You have probably calloused hands and you wake up at the crack of dawn and you go to work and you sweat. He thinks you're stinky and gross and replaceable and useless and dumb. He doesn't give a fuck about you. Are you fucking insane?
Farmers in crisis align way out the door of the Woods Chapel Baptist Church in Brooklyn as hundreds of farmers from not only northeast Arkansas, but from across the state came to...
Not a fucking ounce of melanin in this goddamn room. Arkansausan here. Do not, and I repeat, do not feel bad for Arkansas farmers. They voted for this bullshit and we are proud as fuck, and are proud as fuck for it. Here's the thing. Thank you for the $5. I don't feel bad for them. I feel bad for us because we're gonna have to fucking pay for the consequences of their fucking vote.
Voice their concerns about the current state of farming. Representatives from U.S. Congressman Rick Crawford, U.S. Senator Tom Cotton, and U.S. Senator John Boozman's offices were in attendance to hear those concerns. Among those farmers in attendance was a farmer in Woodruff County, Chris King. He told me this was his 39th harvest, and he has never seen it as bad as this.
And I've never been as worried as I am now about whether or not my kids and grandkids will be able to carry on.
For King, the main problem starts with the fact that they can't sell for profit.
I just
because of tariffs?
Like to see somebody help us get our markets back. We need our exports, and we just need to be paid for what we do, and that's not happening. And we're in real trouble.
But that is not the only issue. King's wife, Melissa King, and farmer in Biggers, Arkansas, Scott Brown, said they are struggling to afford the cost that is needed just to take care of the farm.
The prices that we're getting now.
You mean, wait, didn't Joe Biden have like a loan forgiveness thing? I thought Joe Biden had some sort of plan where he was going to give like 50% of the money, whatever you needed for farm equipment, he'd cover 50% of it. And then Trump got rid of it. Right? Right? You fucking idiots.
Our prices like they were when we were children, and what it costs for us to farm is astronomical now. I mean, the price of a combine when we were kids was, you know, in the 20,000s, and now it's 100,000.
I farm 800 acres by myself. I can't afford any help. I farm with paid-for equipment. All my tractors are 50 years old, and I can't hardly make this deal work. How's the guys farming 5 and 10,000 with 20 hands and $1 million combines and $1 million drills going to make it work?
But for Brown, there is something that rounds out all the issues that they are facing.
Yeah,
the
it's farm equipment only.
I think the tariffs are the ice cream on the cake of a perfect storm. When you try to sell a product, okay, U.S. soybeans leaving New Orleans without the tariff to China are cheaper than Brazilian soybeans at the current market. But when you put the tariff on top of them, Brazilian beans are cheaper.
So how can this be fixed?
In the short term, they have no choice but to mail us a check. I don't know a farmer that likes the check program.
Mail us a check. In the short term, they have no choice but to mail us a check. Bro, you're so fucking fucked. You're so fucking fucked. You're so fucking fucked. You act, okay, if your last hope is Donald Trump sending you a check in the mail, you're so fucked. So fucked, bro. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You did not plan properly. Holy shit. You think the government's gonna send you? Why don't you pull yourself up by your bootstraps, son? Hey, why don't you pull yourself up by your bootstraps? Fuck you, me. You need the government to send you money. You want a fucking handout? You want a fucking handout from the government? What are you, some sort of fucking communist? Well, life ain't easy, man. Fucking man up. Man up, pussy. Man up, pussy. Who are we chewing out this guy? Watch this clip again.
Cheaper than Brazilian soybeans at the current market, but when you put the tariff on top of them, Brazilian beans are cheaper.
So how can this be fixed?
In the short term, they have no choice but to mail us a check. I don't know a farmer that likes the check program. Nobody wants to take taxpayer dollars, but nobody wants to go broke. Nobody wants to lose everything. Long term.
Oh, so now it's okay. Now you need government. Now we need total faith in that. I need a total faith in that. I need the government to bring me money. You're the one who's been bitching and fucking moaning about government assistance for the past 60 years, you fucking hick. I hope you go bankrupt. I hope you lose your fucking farm. I hope your kids and your grandkids don't get access to the farm that has been passed down generation after generation. And I hope you have to live with the fucking fact that it all happened because you voted for the fat orange fascist. You stupid fuck. I don't pity you. I laugh at your fucking misery.
We have to have options, markets, and places to sell our product.
Look at that room! Oh my God! There's no hair. Everyone is so depressed. Everyone is so depressed. There's not a single ounce of melanin in that room. This is a fucking mosaic. This is a fucking mosaic. Holy shit. I gotta take a screenshot of this. Look at this, bro. You know what I would call this if it was a painting? I would call it the Aryan race. I would make this painting and I would label it the master race. That's what I would put. I would call this painting the master race. Like, this is fucking hilarious. Oh, Jesus.
Now those representatives in attendance will be taking these concerns they heard to Washington, D.C. to share with the government leaders so they can try and find a way to solve this problem.
Bro, this guy looks like a suit of power armor.
Before it's too late. Reporting in the studio, Jake Tester, K8 News.
Jake, thank you. Northeast.
Bro, what was it, shooting on a bus? Oh shit. Oh dude, what are you... Is this a joke? Why are you using paper towels to clean up? Do you think paper towels can clean up blood? Is this a fucking joke? Never seen a police officer wearing a yarmulke. Dude, everybody in Israel wears a yarmulke. Also, it's spelled Yamulke. Like Y-A-M-U-L-K-E, I believe. Yamulke. Oh, shit! Oh, that's me. What the fuck is this?
It's not often you meet a 21-year-old with his own autonomous drone weapons manufacturing facility.
Nah. Nah. Mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? It's not any day you meet a 21-year-old with his own autonomous drone targeting facility because because you don't meet anybody with their own autonomous drone targeting facility. What do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, whose fucking kid is this? What's his name? Before I even watch this. Mac Industries, Ethan Thornton. God damn it. Who's his fucking parents? He doesn't even have a Wikipedia page. What the fuck is it? Oh my god. Oh. To deter kinetic conflict? You mean war? We will produce these platforms by millions to deter kinetic conflict. Kinetic conflict? Kinetic conflict involves the direct use of physical violence and destruction, such as employing lethal force. So war? Like bullets? Yeah, I know. I know. I'm laughing at the fact that they don't have the balls to say war. What is this? What the fuck is this thing? Oh my god.
But this is Ethan Thornton, and right now he is rethinking the future of warfare with China top of mind.
It's not hard to look at China's dominance and realize that we need to be working very, very hard as a country if we want to maintain relevance.
And while China has been putting on quite the show of military might, when it comes to scale...
My cup of coffee, man. I need another cup of coffee for this goddamn shit, bro. You gotta be fucking my tight little pussy.
Thornton imagines a very different alternative than the high-tech, sophisticated U.S. arsenal that we're all used to.
One of your missions seems to be trying to imagine what warfare is going to look like, not in 10 years, but in 20 years. You're 21, so that's literally a lifetime for you, and yet not too far down the road. How do you see the future of warfare in 20 years?
To me, what's most concerning is you can look at ultra large-scale strike with very, very cheap assets. So if you can find a way to get very small, like $400 to $1,000 drones by the millions above populated areas.
Let me just try to visualize that. So millions of these very low-cost drones descending over a populated area.
What you'll see it used for is taking out all of your cell phone towers, taking out all of your high voltage power transformers, taking out...
Talking about swarm technology, he's not wrong. There was a... every year there's like a meeting with military military industrial complex technology salesmen. And I watched this documentary about the one in the beginning of 2024. But they were essentially saying that like the big fear for the future is swarm technology. BO2 reference? Well, yeah, I mean, BO2 was accurate in that it would take, like, if you could get 500 drones to work in a hive mind where they're literally wing to wing, there's really nothing you could do against that.
Your cranes and ports, like essentially just stopping your industrial machine.
His company, Mach Industries, received a Pentagon development contract and has already raised hundreds of millions of dollars to think outside the military-industrial box. And that means churning out as many cheap, deadly drones as possible. The kinds of systems that have transformed the modern battlefield in places like Ukraine. But before drones ruled the skies, Thornton remembers watching the opening moments of the invasion in high school and realizing warfare was about to change forever.
You have very, very legacy assets, a convoy of tanks all rolling basically single file.
This guy was in fucking high school when Russia invaded Ukraine. This guy was in fucking high school when Russia invaded Ukraine, and now he's receiving hundreds of millions of dollars from the fucking Pentagon to create autonomous targeting systems, bro. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
And now there's this class of weapons that you can use to pretty much immobilize those things immediately.
But when it comes to manufacturing drones, there is no country that comes close to China, currently able to build hundreds of thousands
That's a drone? That's a drone? That helicopter is a drone? Holy fuck. Holy fuck.
Hundreds of thousands of drones every month.
If we're making a quadcopter and China's making the same quadcopter, we'll lose that fight 10 times out of 10.
For him, if Chinese manufacturing is their greatest advantage, it should be the biggest target. And his focus has been finding ways to try and quickly flood adversarial skies with cheap autonomous weapons.
It's a high-altitude dropped, long-range glide bomb.
He calls this project Glide.
With one glide, you can take that factory out of operation for 3 to 6 months. So let's say you're
That's not a drone, then. Did you just drop that thing with a rope? Wait. Holy fuck, is this kid an idiot? There were glide bombs in World War I. They had glide bombs in World War I, dude.
Taking 3 million quadcopters out of the fight with one glide. And that's really the asymmetric offset you're looking to provide.
The specific details of Glide are still secret, but Thornton did show us prototypes of Viper.
You and I could go and set up hundreds of these things in a parking lot somewhere.
Think portable Hellfire missiles, but with more payload that can both take off and land if needed.
It'll come in essentially a plastic case. That case will open up and become the launch stand.
And one of the highest flying ideas being workshopped at Mach, Stratus, built around an old and inexpensive kind of tech, balloons.
I think
That's a balloon. Brother, did you scam the United States military? Is this guy like Catch Me If You Can? Is this Leonardo DiCaprio? That's a balloon.
In future conflicts, we will see hundreds of thousands, all the way up to like tens of millions.
Tens of millions of balloons.
Some will be carrying sensors, some will be carrying communications, some will be carrying like decoys to get you to waste your air defenses.
So saying, hey, yeah, come shoot these down. It's going to cost you a pretty penny to get up here.
Exactly.
Mock Industries is just one of a whole new field of defense startups hoping to transform the defense industry. For over half a century, companies like Boeing, Lockheed Martin, and Raytheon have made up the backbone of next-gen U.S. air defense and missile capability.
Hi, Pandan Bike.
But today, Mock and disruptors like Anduril are focusing all their efforts on laying the groundwork to mass-produce deadly autonomous systems from land, sea, and sky.
The way I see future defense looking is actually a lot more like the automotive industry, where every year you're essentially coming out with new models. These things are being refreshed on a 6-month to year-long cadence as warfare changes.
Shit, bro, we're not even the Helldivers. We're the automatons. We're like not even the Helldivers. We're the fucking automatons. We're just a bunch of roboloids.
And then your timelines for development are months instead of decades, but hopefully even weeks.
He's hoping soon they'll have factories like this one spread out by the thousands.
Yes, I think a big thing for us is decentralization, is designing products that you can make in very rudimentary, very small facilities. You don't want one factory that if you go to war gets taken out and you lose your industrial base.
Big plans for a new kind of mass production. And for the 21-year-old who dropped out of MIT to start building all this,
he dropped out. Telling me this is a dropout. Oh my God, bro.
the future is coming faster than we think.
I'm actually very optimistic in the military doing the right things to procure the right systems. And so we're way behind right now as a country. That gap is widening every day, and it's kind of a make or break next couple decades.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated.
Holy fuck, dude. Keep the Israeli flag in the back? No, no shot. You got an eye, my friend. You've got an eye, my friend. Of fucking course, every time. Chris, we are low budget super Earth. We ain't even super Earth, bro. We're just Earth. We're just straight up Earth. Japan's new PM.
Japanese Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba resigned on Sunday night as leader of the ruling party, the Liberal Democratic Party. His decision to go wasn't a huge surprise. He was under quite a bit of pressure from members of his own party to resign following a run of pretty bad election results. So much so, in fact, had he not resigned, the LDP was expected to try to force a leadership election in a vote on Monday. He will remain as Prime Minister for a little bit while the LDP chooses a new leader, a process that could take about a month. Ishiba's big achievement while in office, and he wasn't in office for very long, it was less than a year, was a trade deal with President Trump. So the negotiations which took place over the last few months were sometimes a little bit testy, a little bit strained, but in July both sides said that they had reached agreement. And then only last week, Donald Trump finally signed an executive order that brought that agreement into force. Now, Japan had been waiting for that for quite some time, and that order brings down the tariffs on Japanese auto exports, which has been a pretty...
So what, did he get fucking forced to resign because he bent the knee to King Doland? And his people don't like that he's kind of a little bitch boy, is that it? Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Supreme Court allows Trump to fire the FTC commissioner. Lifts limits on roving immigration patrols. Oh, no. Immigration agents could not stop people purely because of their race or ethnicity. What does this mean? Philip broke no new legal ground and found that there was likely a Fourth Amendment violation. Okay, so the Supreme Court is ruling that ICE can literally just racially profile you. That's what they're saying. They're saying that ICE can, like, if you speak Spanish or you look Latino, ICE can just detain you simply for that. I texted this to you? Yeah, well, I'm looking at it now. Holy shit. This is fine. Everything's fine. We'll vote our way out of this. Right, guys? Oh. Look at these fucking guys, dude. Look like they're invading the Middle East. This guy doesn't even have a body cam. That guy does. This guy doesn't even have a body cam. Oh, you guys should have bought guns a long time ago. Make sure you go buy a gun. For real. For real. Like, real talk. Go buy a fucking gun already. Man the fuck up and go buy a fucking gun. Then train and learn how to goddamn use it. Like, honestly, the fuck are you doing if you're unarmed? What the fuck are you doing? What gun should I buy? I mean, if you got, it depends on where you live. If you got access to a sidearm, buy a sidearm. But if you really want something that won't blow you away, get yourself a tiny little 22. Somebody said a 380. Shut the fuck up, dude. Oh, you're 5'2", 120 pounds? Try a 50 cal. You should be more than capable of. How about an 8 gauge? I think you can handle an 8 gauge. Yeah, I get my shit through Palmetto State Armory as well. They're great.
Welcome back into Live Now from Fox, where we are following this story very closely. Here's a post on social media, courtesy of the New York Post. South Korea
say they've worked out a deal.
A level playing field for business.
Also taken in. That consulate in a social media post said that a vast majority.
Workers at a Georgia Hyundai plant describe a chaotic scene after an immigration raid at the facility. Federal authorities say Thursday's raid was the result of a months-long investigation by several agencies. The crack
of Foreign Affairs has said that if this situation isn't resolved, he could conceivably go to Washington, D.C., saying in part, quote, as we discuss this issue further today, we are also considering dispatching a high-level official to the U.S. to address the situation. If necessary, I, meaning the foreign minister, am prepared to travel to Washington, D.C., personally to engage directly with U.S. officials to resolve this matter. Unclear at the moment what, if any, charges could be filed, will be filed, and how long will it take to release all 300 plus of these South Korean nationals. Again,
all right, I got a video idea. What is this? This is the leader of El Salvador. Buckle up, buttercups. What does this even mean? Okay. All right, let's make a video real quick. Let's make a video real quick. Alrighty. So ICE conducted its largest ever raid. They rounded up 475 people at a Hyundai plant, like a battery plant or some shit. And it turns out like 300 of those 475 people were South Koreans, and ICE brought like a camera crew and a tent and all this photo op stuff, because they must have thought they were gonna get like good footage for their bloodthirsty dogmen followers of rounding up like 500 Latinos who don't speak any English. But instead, they got a whole bunch of South Koreans, and now even like the South Korean Foreign Ministry of Affairs is considering coming over to the United States to get these people freed, because it's ridiculous. And of course, even if these people are illegal workers, well, how about some charges for the CEO of Hyundai? Why are you going for the worker? Why are you putting a band-aid on a bullet wound? If you have a fucking problem with foreign workers, why don't you A, train American workers to be able to do the shit that highly skilled foreign workers are capable of doing? And B, why don't you charge the fucking company owner, the business owner? We have footage of this. It's fucking insane. We're gonna watch it. It's literally just ICE propaganda. Before we do, Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It costs you nothing, and it helps me immensely. If you do want to support the channel financially, please do, such as Azariah with the $10 there. I was wondering, why do you think people aren't fighting back harder against ICE? Because they know that the entire weight of the United States judicial system will be thrown at them. You fight back against ICE, you end up getting thrown in prison, no due process, maybe even deported to El Salvador. Anyway, if you do want to support the channel financially, please do. Donate to the channel, buy merch, use the discount code for Ground News, become a patron, become a member. There's plenty of ways to support the channel, and every last dollar helps fund this organization. I have no funding, never had a conversation with an advertiser, billionaire, government, anything like that. So thank you very much to everybody who's ever donated to the channel. Thank you for 88,000 subs. We're inching closer to 100K. And without further ado, let's watch this fucking weird-ass Stephen Miller, Joseph Goebbels propaganda-ass fucking film that was ruined by the fact that they were all South Koreans. Whole thing was a photo op, bro.
GSP in position, north side.
And also, by the way, the reason why they bring camera crews is because everything that you see now, they usually end up reworking it, editing it, adding some Metallica footage, and creating some sort of propaganda piece to post from the official White House page. We've seen it done numerous times. Like, some of this footage will be remastered to look really good. So dangerous. Look, guys. Here's all those violent, undocumented, criminal, illegal, alien, murder, rapist, cartel members. Thanks, Mr. ICE agent.
Keep coming this way, please.
Yep. Show us your papers. Oh, this is the, look at this. This tells you all you need to know. You're telling me you brought a tent? You brought, like, sticks to put up the tent. You brought the tent. You set up the tent. Homeland Security, investigate. You're telling me that, hey, these people are such a threat, they got to be deported immediately and instantly while at work. And you brought this. Really? Really? And then you got, like, here's, like, the two fucking actual illegal, undocumented workers that you got, like, fucking hiding away. Meanwhile, the rest of them are South Koreans. And also, could you imagine being so afraid that you jump into a river like this? Like, we are now a country that just operates based off of fear and violence.
Yeah. If it wasn't for that, worried about guns.
Fucking every single person there probably has a knife too, because they're like construction. Every single fucking person there probably has a knife.
No belt. No belt.
Look at this. Shackling their ankles, shackling their waists, and shackling their hands, bro. Look at all these fucking South Koreans, bro. Could you imagine? Here's the thing. We do this to South Americans, so I guess South Americans are kind of used to it. But could you imagine coming here from fucking Korea and having this shit happen to you? I'm never coming back. I'd go back to Korea. I'd be like, bro, they weren't lying. America's a fucking shithole, dude. Chris Valenti was right. ICE is speaking Spanish to them. What do you think? The average ICE agent speaks fucking Korean? Are you a Honda? I can't even speak Korean. That was so fucking racist of me. Look at fucking Captain America over here. His triceps are about to pop out. Who's going woo? Who's doing that? Yeah, so ICE released this video. They're probably going to put some badass music and make it look really cool at Hyundai's LG Georgia battery plant site. 300 of the 457 people were Korean nationals, okay? I think they're even here legally, bro. And now, the South Korean president had a response to this. Or, sorry, not the South Korean president. Or, he did, but this is the South Korean foreign minister.
Minister of Foreign Affairs has said that if this situation isn't resolved, he could conceivably go to Washington, D.C., saying in part, quote, as we discuss this issue further today, we are also considering dispatching a high-level official to the U.S. to address the situation. If necessary, I, meaning the foreign minister, am prepared to travel to Washington, D.C., personally to engage directly with U.S. officials to resolve this matter. Unclear at the moment what, if any, charges could be filed, will be filed, and how long will it take to release all 300 plus of these South Korean nationals. Again, hitting such a chord with people halfway around the world.
Dude, we're literally destroying every good relationship that we fucking have with other nations. Like, Korea is one of our fucking allies, bro. Also, go make sure you watch my recent video. Trump just met with a whole bunch of fucking weird-ass people at the Museum of the Bible, which I didn't even know existed. Like a Bible museum, which is kind of a oxymoron if you think about it. Doesn't matter. And he brought up a kindergartner to talk about how much he hates trans people. Not a joke. I already got that. I already filmed it. I'm gonna get that posted up. But listen, if you're here live, you stay. If you're watching pre-recorded, thank you very much. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Click that video over there. It's a banger, and I know bangers. Fucking crazy, dude. Oh, Jesus. All right, it's thummy time. It's thummy time. We need a couple of different Thumbum Shatners. I need a screenshot from this. I don't want that watch again thing. Got that one, and then I want Trump Bible Museum. That's still the funniest picture of him ever, but he looks too young now. And nowadays, he looks super fucking old. That's a good one. I'll take that. All right. Episode 229. Give me back my frames. Give me back my frames. Give me back my frames. Working hard or hardly twerking? Deeply, deeply sad. Would never expect you to leave the USA. Where would I go if I did? Switzerland, I think. Switzerland's nice. Never been. All right. Make a thumbie. Yeah, I saw the video. I saw that woman who reported them to ICE. She's like running for some sort of political position. The whole thing was like a stunt for her political career. There we go. Right, now we're gonna need me. Chris, shout out Peachy. Shout out Peachy. I don't know who the fuck you are, but shout out Peachy. One day, can we get one day with good news? I'd love that. Don't think that I like the fact that everything I report on is horrific and horrifying. I don't. There we go. One nation under Trump. All right, let's get this uploaded. Trump. How about this? Watch. Trump gives bizarre speech. The Bible Museum. Kindergartner spews anti-trans hatred. Go. This is truly one of the most bizarre moments yet, folks. Why does Trump love to weaponize children? What is the Bible Museum? See how it starts? Which I didn't even know existed. That's fine. Yes, I want it monetized. Yeah, that's up. Next one. New thumbnail. Trump loses bid to overturn 83.3 million in E. Jean Carroll case. Well, that's good for, accountability, but $83 million means nothing to Donald Trump. That's not going to hurt him. We all know that. Oh, wait. Where did I save that? Episode 230. You guys like how organized I am? Fuck do you mean you can't detect a background? What is it, because they're wearing fucking camouflage? That's so stupid. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Thank you for the $5. I speak in Spanish to South Koreans has got to be going up on South Park, right? Abso-fucking-lutely they're going to do that. But, sir, what do we do? I don't speak Spanish. Well, you speak Spanish to it anyway! We train for this! It's part of your training, sir! Okay. Levántate sus armas! Y hundeba! Shindeo! Donde está sus pistola? Honduras! India! Oh God, I'm going to prison. Hi. Opens fire. Alrighty. Let's get that one uploaded. Hi, Bean. Some boy. Why are YouTube notifications so fucking useless? I don't know. Yo, do you guys remember like a few months ago when we were just popping off and streaming in the beginning and we had to fight through a never-ending sea of fucking haters in the chat? Bro, we powered through that. They're pretty much all gone. I think their whole objective was to get me to quit streaming, but they realized it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, whatever happened to all of that? You guys, any of you guys here for all that? All right, ice. ICE Gestapo thugs. Largest operation yet. ICE Gestapo thugs, largest operation yet. $450 people arrested at Hyundai plant in Georgia. SK is bad. This is what happens when your entire country's workforce consists of unskilled and uneducated laborers. The rich hire foreign workers. Yeah, it starts. Raid. They rounded up 475 people. That'll do. Jack and Nelson banhammered almost all of them. Excuse me. All right, both of those videos are published. Hell fucking yeah. Maybe you were actually changing hearts and minds. Yeah. I mean, listen, listen, you know you've made it when two things happen. One, people make memes of you, like they save actual memes of you, and people have been doing that. I'm getting more and more memes of me, which is great. And two, when you start getting, when people start to attack you to try and take you down, it means that they recognize your power in whatever field you're in, right? So I get attacked a lot by like right-wing fascists, and it's not because it's not like I'm the only one who's saying this stuff. Of course I'm not alone. There's millions of people who agree with me. The problem is that they notice that not only do I have that belief set, but I'm a very skilled orator, and I am willing to put 100% of my time and effort into this operation. I am willing to put my nose to the fucking grind. They know that it's effective messaging, and they have to quell it. They have to quell it. Otherwise, you know, I'm a potential threat to their fucking ideology. And so are all of you. That's why I tell you got to keep your fucking mouth open. You got to never stop fucking yelling. You got to keep on screaming. You got to get more and more people to listen, because at the end of the day, it's a battle of who's louder, you know? And you can't let these... Let me tell you one thing. There's a reason why you ain't never seen a Nazi do what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Go live and spill their true opinions. You know, you ain't never seen no... You want to know why? Because they're afraid. They're cowards. They know their beliefs are fucked up. They know the consequences that they'll get for having them, for spewing them out loud. You ain't never met a Nazi in real life because they hide. They're fucking pussies, bro. They're all fucking pussies. And then, you may know a Nazi online, somebody like Nick Fuentes or Postman or any of those guys. I guarantee you, if you met them in person and you pressed them on those fucking ideologies nose to nose, they would fold like a fucking omelet. They would immediately be like, no, I don't actually hate Jews, bro. I don't actually hate Jews. They would immediately start folding. They'd be like, no, bro, it's a bit. It's rage bait. It's just, it's a bit. Fucking losers. I gotta take a piss. Enjoy the chair. Valenti Simp, are you clipping me while I'm streaming? Because a clip of me on this stream just popped up on my For You page. Is the Valenti Videos Industrial Complex just churning the VVIC? Is the VVIC just fucking churning? Firing on all cylinders? Chugga, 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 choo choo! That's crazy. Look at all the chair cocks. I just scrolled up. Rage bait isn't being a Nazi. Yeah, no, that's so true. And I don't know why, if our love is tragedy, why are you my clarity? If our love is tragedy, why are you my clarity? Sorry. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. 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 Melania. Melania. Oh. Boots. 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 Bawaka Vivi. Ooh.
Trump warns of shapocalypse as peaceful crowd protests planned federal deployment.
Mexican Independence Day? When was that? When the fuck is that? Oh shit, it's next week. Oh Jesus, this is intentional. I love the smell of deportations in the morning. Chicago about to find out why it's called the Department of War. Shapocalypse now. Ooh. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, that reason why that Nancy Mace video went so hard is because I kept calling her a cunt. Called her a cunt twice in that fucking thing. Yo, people don't like that word. Talk about the Supreme Court ruling for this morning and all. Yeah, the Supreme Court essentially just ruled that ICE can racially profile anybody they want. Just fucked. But, you know, what do you expect from the Trump regime? Trump regime. Appeals court upholds Carroll's $83 million. All right, so yeah, Trump still got to pay his $83 million because he raped a woman. But then again, that doesn't fucking matter. Nobody cares that Donald Trump raped a woman. None of his supporters do. His visit to that Bible museum was weird and pointless, right? Like, we watched that shit. It was weird. It was stupid. He didn't even do anything of import. Like, it was fucking weird. What is this?
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us here at 4. I'm Kevin Nathan.
And I'm Amber Diaz. A battle over free speech is unfolding in the Dayville section of...
You wanted this. Fuck Donald Trump. Wait. Lying piece of shit. Felon. Oh my God.
Killingly. Person who lives there has a slew of anti-Trump...
Rage against the regime. Fuck yeah!
...signs on his home and lawn. Some with vulgar words. And shocking news...
Trumpstein rapes kids just like yours. Release the evidence, dude. Oh my
God. Photos show him with a firearm in his front yard.
It is upsetting some people in town, and that home is right near a middle school. NBC Connecticut's Amanda Pitts picks up the story from there.
They're not your typical political lawn signs. These homemade ones have some vulgar language that we've blurred.
I see it right coming down Route 12 on Run 1 too.
The signs we can show you say you wanted the felon, Rage Against the Regime, and Trumpstein release the evidence. They sit on and around a home on Upper Maple Street in the Dayville section
That's
of
so
Killing Lane.
goated.
Definitely not respectful.
They've got people
Definitely not respectful. You motherfuckers were like, shut the fuck up. Do you not remember what it was like when Trump was originally running? You guys had some of the most vulgar shit. You guys had shit with like Kamala Harris being a whore. You guys had stuff with like Hillary Clinton being like, shut the fuck up and suck my fucking dick.
in this quiet town talking.
At the end of the day, it's their property, it's their right.
The house is a few hundred yards from the Killingly Intermediate School. School buses pass by it every day.
Public graffiti board, anything except hate speech. Public graffiti board. Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
If anything, it shouldn't be around the schools, anywhere around the school.
Now, the town manager said that.
Bro, to be frank, you shouldn't be anywhere near a school. You shouldn't be anywhere around a school. What the fuck is this? Bro, you look like a fucking, what's the one? Na 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 na, like the one fucking eating the leaves. You look like one of those. What are you doing?
Anywhere around the school.
Now, the town manager said the police department and zoning department has received multiple complaints about these signs, but ultimately it comes down to this resident's First Amendment right. In a statement, town leaders wrote, after a thorough review, we must clarify that the content.
Hell fucking yeah, protected speech, protected speech.
According to the day on the controversy.
There is that First Amendment to allow you to have freedom of speech, but it's out of respect, mainly.
We just have to remember that people can have their opinions, and unfortunately we can't change that. And
unfortunately we can't change that. Unfortunately we can't. Bro, you fucking asshole! So if you could change it, you would. Oh, I hate the fact that I can't fucking rip that sign down. What do you mean, unfortunately? What do you mean?
And if you have an issue with something that someone's saying, you can put up your own thing.
The resident told The Day that he put out this display as a way to voice his views after being shut out of online forums. Our attempts to reach him were unsuccessful.
Yeah, bro, how are they gonna go, hey, here's Long Neck McGee,
mainly.
and then just to weigh it out, let's give you No Neck Larry. Like you got Long Neck Larry and No Neck Nick coming out. Now we're gonna take a quick interview with Long Neck Larry for the Trump perspective, and we're gonna take a quick transition to No Neck Nick. Look at this fucking shit.
You just have to remember that.
Get out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of me.
All right, we begin this morning with the ongoing tension over President Trump's plans to deploy National Guard troops to cities across.
Could be next for Chicago.
Chicago is a very dangerous place, and we have a governor that doesn't care about crime. I guess we could solve Chicago very quickly, but we're going to make a decision as to where we go over the next day or two.
So again, not a...
All right, so you're going to war with Shakusi. We already know that. You said some whack-ass shit about going to war with Shakusi. Where's that clip of him saying, we're not going to war, you're a liar?
Mr. President, how was your poll? How was your when you say that, darling, that's fake news.
So listen to what she says. Let me crank it up. Warning, it's gonna be a little loud.
Mr. President, how was your poll? How was your
Are you trying to go to war with Chicago? And he goes,
say that, darling, that's fake news.
Well, why would
I
you
don't
the
go to
Department
war.
of Defense?
Listen, be quiet. Listen. You don't listen. You never listen. That's why you're second rate. We're not going to war. We're going to clean up our cities. We're going to clean them up so they don't kill 5 people.
dude, and the crazy part is he goes, we're not going to war. And I've already seen MAGA conservative bootlicking chud cuck vermin incel men on TikTok and Instagram being like, playing that clip and going, See? He said we're not going to war. He's just cracking down on crime. He said we're not going to war. Yeah, and Hitler said he wasn't invading Poland. He was freeing the German people and establishing a Lebensraum, living space. Yeah, motherfucker. You know, if I punched you in the face and then I said, I'm not hitting you, would that be okay? You fucking dumb motherfucker.
Every weekend. That's not war. That's common sense.
Mr. President, are you ready to move to the second phase?
Are you ready to move to the second phase of sanctions against Russia or punishing Putin?
How was your call with the Prime Minister?
What do you think of all the establishment attacks on RFK Jr.?
Well, he's a different kind of a guy. He's got a lot of good ideas, but he's got a lot of ideas, you know.
Yeah, Trump goes, we're not going to war. Meanwhile, Trump goes, we're not going to war. And then you open up his fucking Truth Social and he posts this.
Tensions continue to escalate tonight between Illinois political leaders and the White House over President's X account.
So Trump goes, we're not going to war. Meanwhile, he posts a picture of himself napalm striking Chicago with armed helicopters moving forward saying Chipocalypse now. I love the smell of deportations in the morning. Chicago about to find out why it's called the Department of War! War! All caps! War! War! How dare you fucking, oh my God, you're such a fucking dumb piece of shit, asshole motherfucker. I hate you, 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 I hate you. God, I hate this piece of shit.
The governor of Illinois responded to President Trump's post. He wrote, quote, the president of the United States is threatening to go to war with an American city. This is not a joke. This is not normal. Donald Trump isn't a strong man. He's a scared man. Illinois won't be intimidated by a wannabe dictator.
All right, time for Tom
Is
Homan
President
to go.
Trump?
Well, the president of the United States is basically doing because the guy fucking can't fucking speak.
Planning to go to war in Chicago?
Fucking fat tongue is bigger than his fucking mouth.
Look, I think it's worth being taken out of context. If I said we're going to war with the criminal cartels. We're going to war with illegal aliens, public safety threats that raped children, that raped citizens, that committed armed robberies, that distribute narcotics that kill Americans.
Real quick, Jake.
We're at war
Jake
with
Tapper,
the criminal cartels.
bro.
And
am I crazy? How much shit has he injected into his face? Doesn't this look like a clone? This doesn't look like the way that he used to look at all. Look at that shit. Doesn't he look like he's been just taking tox straight in the fucking cheek? Am I crazy here?
Protects criminal, illegal alien, public safety threats every day in that state, along with Mayor Johnson. We proved that. The first week of the administration, I went to Chicago. I started an operation there. The first day, we arrested 9 sexual predators, most of them child rapists.
Bro, you guys literally, Stephen Miller gave direct orders to divert all of your people who were working on finding sex traffickers and to get them onto rounding up illegal immigrants. That's not hyperbole. That has already been confirmed by her Goebbels.
Members of TDA. Several of those TDA members had a pistol, an illegal pistol with a switch on it, which makes that pistol fully automatic. We arrested 2 illegal aliens that had a homicide conviction. That was the first day in Chicago. So, you know, President Trump and this administration, yeah, we're at war with the criminal cartels and those who want to murder and rape the American citizens. You're damn right.
So maybe all 460 of those Hyundai plant workers, the 300 South Koreans, they're all criminal murder rapists TDA members? Right? Right? Is that what we're talking about?
Criminal aliens in Chicago are about to find out why it's called the Department of War, not Chicago itself. But let me ask you, we keep hearing the president's going to send National Guard troops into Chicago. It has not yet happened. Help clear this up for me. Is the president talking about sending National Guard troops and other federal troops into Chicago to handle deportations or to handle violent criminals or
No,
both?
it has nothing to do with the violent criminals. It has everything to do with deportations. The same thing was going on in D.C. None of this has to do with violent crime, and all of this has to do with rounding up as many Latinos as they possibly can and deporting them. That's what this is. They have a quota to make, and there's nobody left to deport, so they're just going to start rounding up normal civilians.
You just referred to violent criminals who are in this country illegally. What is the operation going to look like? Will it happen this week?
Look, National Guard are always on the table. We use them in Los Angeles, and we use them in Washington, D.C. They're a force multiplier. Now, do they arrest illegal aliens? No. They're ICE officers, Border Patrol agents who have Title VIII authority arrest illegal criminal aliens. But the National Guard does provide protection for us. It does provide us infrastructure, provides us transportation, provides us additional processing capability that allows the ones who immigration authority, the badge and guns on the street, to continue arresting the bad guy. So yeah, they're a force multiplier, and they're on the table. I mean, they've been used by every administration since I've been working for the government. Starting in 1984, every administration's used the Guard and the military on the border, and they've been very beneficial. Look at the crime change in Washington, D.C. Look what they're able to do in Los Angeles. I was in Los Angeles when that all started.
Bro, the crime in D.C. was already down between 30 and 40% before Trump decided to send in the National Guard and to federalize the entire Capitol Police. Like, this is what Trump does, is he's going to try and take, like, you saw him do that for, I've ended 7 wars, some even call it 10. Trump takes credit for any good statistic, and then he throws away any bad statistic. Trump, I remember he even said once, he was like, any news that's good, I take credit for it. Anything that's bad, I blame Biden for it. And he was joking, but the thing is, Trump doesn't joke. It's all real. Like, that's exactly what he fucking does.
We were serving criminal warrants on money fraud, tax evasion, money laundering, and cartel funding. We're serving criminal search warrants, and all hell broke loose because the left said we're doing immigration raids and just arresting people that look different from us. And for
exactly what you're doing, and the Supreme Court just ruled that you can racially profile them. That you like, that's literally what you're doing. And also, you're wearing masks. And let me talk about something real quick. This is not debatable. Let me explain something to you. You ask Tom Homan, you say, why are the ICE agents wearing masks? What is his answer? His answer is, well, they're getting doxxed. Good. That's legal. There is nothing illegal about doxing a fucking ICE agent. The same way that every cop in your town doesn't wear a mask and they have a badge number with their name on it that you can link to who they are, where they live. You are a public servant. Your identity is supposed to be known. You are supposed to be one of us. You're supposed to be, like, approachable, That's the point.
The ICE agents were under extreme threat. We're being attacked. The facilities were being attacked. Thank God President Trump called the National Guard in to bring peace. So National Guard is beneficial.
So should we expect action in Chicago this week?
Absolutely. You can expect action in most sanctuary cities across the country. President Trump's prioritized sanctuary cities because sanctuary cities knowingly release illegal alien public safety threats to the streets every day. That's where the problem is. We don't have that problem in Florida, where every sheriff and chief works for us, right? Or Texas. So we got to send additional resources to the problem areas, which are sanctuary cities.
Governor Pritzker says Illinois
You're
has
sending
not...
the National Guard to take over and invade blue cities that refuse to bend the knee and work alongside this illegal regime. I actually am afraid that there may be a civil war in this nation before the year's end. Or at least the opening stages of it. I mean, I already know that we're in like an ideological civil war, but I mean like guns drawn. All it's going to take is one car to backfire, one rock to be thrown, one trigger-happy National Guard member. All it's going to take. Like, I would be very perplexed if the United States, as we know it, survived until 2028, let alone 2027, It's fucking insane. Insane. Also, the federal budget's going to run out soon. The Democrats are going to have to make a choice. The Democrat senators, House of Representatives, congressmen, they're going to have to make a choice. Do they want to keep on funding a fascist regime, or do they want to shut down the government? And now we know from last time, Chuck Schumer, he will not shut down the government. I think Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries, Apex Shakur, Nancy Pelosi, they're just going to bend the knee. Like the right thing to do would be to shut down the government. No fucking funding. But I genuinely fear that, listen, that's the final nail in the coffin. If the Democrats vote to keep on funding this government, it's over. The American experiment as a democracy is over, and the American experiment as a dictatorship has begun. That's it, because that means just straightforward complicit in fascism. Run that back? Run what back? I don't remember anything I've ever said. How do you maintain your optimism? I smoke a lot of weed. I play a lot of laser tag. I play a lot of video games, and I understand that my role in this universe, as gifted to me by the divines, is to be a monkey wrench in the fucking system and cause as much division and turmoil as I possibly can in order to convince the people that the government does not have their best interests in mind. And hopefully one day I will be remembered as a modern muckraker who did everything he possibly could to try and warn the people before the inevitable end. That's how I deal with it. Laser tag, holy shit. Bro, nowadays, it's 2025, bro. Yo, Nelson, do you have that video? Send the video. Send the video right now. We'll watch it together. It'll be the last thing we do with this stream. Nelson, email me that video. We'll watch it together. I'll show people what it's like. Because also, I'm trying to gear up on doing a sponsorship deal with the laser tag place. They're thinking of like doing like a Code Valenti or some shit. Because I've never done a sponsorship. And if I were to do one, it would be with like something I actually enjoy doing, like laser tag, which is fucking awesome. But Nelson, if you have the footage, send it over. You could email it to me or something. Guys, this laser tag place, we're talking about CO2 loaded rifles, real weight M4 carbines with adjustable stocks and red dot sights that have like recoil when you pull the trigger. Nelson got the link. Check this shit out, guys.
Yo, look at their ranks. What is this? They got banners and pictures? I want a picture.
Prestige, bro. He's like
The little dog.
I'm calling it a fucking airstrike.
AC 130.
You going to the prison?
The little dark.
You're what? Oh, you're holding the middle? Prison?
Yeah.
Prison.
I'm wrong with you, bro.
He's with me? Alright.
You know where I'm going.
We're running Snake, man.
Oh, no. I know. Oh, well, maybe.
I'm going to the Snake.
You hit a gun?
He's in there. He's in there. Right around the corner. He's down. He's down. He's down.
Yeah, this is the iCombat system.
He's down.
You see that quick 2 kill? You see that quick 2 kill?
Right around the corner. He's down. He's down. He's down. He's
Dropped
down.
him.
He's down.
Dropped him. Traded there. Yo, Nelson, you're sure this music is not copyrighted, right? Nelson, you're 1000% sure. Paintball better? I play paintball all the time, too. The difference is that you know you can't get hit by anything in this, so it makes some incredibly aggressive moves. People move really fucking fast because they know they're not going to get actually shot by something. Dude, I'm an operator. Swapping hands because I'm a machine like that. Yo, big shouts out to Nelson for editing this footage. What is GHF? Oh, this room is so dark. This room is so fucking dark, dude. You can't see anybody in here, bro. I got him. We traded. Oh, this spot is so cheesy, bro. I just drop motherfuckers from this spot. Bro, look at how smooth I swap hands, bro. It's so buttery smooth. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Thank you for the $5. Yo, Nelson, that was some incredible fucking footage. Massive shouts out to Nelsie. Massive shouts out to Nelsie. My KDR is fucking high as shit. Let me see if I can get it. Let me see if I can pull up my KDR. God damn it. I don't remember my password. I don't remember my fucking password, bro. Let's see. How do you change your password? Hold on, hold on. Thank you for the $14. Do you suggest people prepare for a civil war? Absolutely. Better to be prepared and wrong than ill-prepared and right. There we go. Now I've got my stats, leaderboards. So I'm number 21 ever. And there are like hundreds of thousands of fucking people. Like many different pages. Go to like page 9 here. Yeah, dude, there's like hundreds of thousands of people. I am rank 21. Accuracy's at 21%. That's pretty good. KD's at 1.5. That's pretty good too. I'm a fucking machine. So because the guns are linked up to a computer system, every single shot fired is tracked. Every single fired shot is tracked. Are there any openings for tonight? Nah, nobody's playing tonight. But yeah, it's hella fucking fun, dude. So that's my thing, guys, because you guys are dedicated viewers if you're still standing here right now. I know I never do a sponsor. I've never done a sponsorship, advertisement, anything. But, like, if I ever did get a sponsorship from that place, I don't think you guys would think I'm a sellout, right? Because I think that's like, you know, it's physical activity. It has nothing to do with politics. They could never pay me to give an opinion because it's fucking laser tag. What opinion would they possibly have? You understand what I'm saying? It's not like getting paid by fucking APAC. It's a laser tag facility. Get us the bag. Well, that's what I'm saying. Is that a ray gun? It is. I feel like that's something where if I was like, by the way, I'm sponsored by iCombat Laser Tag, use code Valenti to get 20% off your first fucking game or some shit. You guys would be like, all right, yeah, that's kind of based. You know what I mean? With your dad surviving Vietnam, he'd be damn proud of how you move. Dude, there were a couple of Marines and cops, and they kept on going, yo, what do you do for a living? And I was like, I'm a YouTuber. And they go, you're in the wrong line of work, dude. But anyway, listen, Jack Nelson, I will pay you. I could pay you tomorrow. You guys got to calculate how much I fucking owe you. That's a lot of trust going on to you guys. But you guys let me know. Send me an invoice. Figure out how much I fucking owe you. Figure it out. Be honest. Do they have a location in Minnesota? We could look real quick. Hold on. Let's just see what locations they have real quick before I end this. Let's see. Locations. Okay. Here's their list of locations. Let's see. What is MO? Is that, what is MO? Montana? Is that Montana? They got places in fucking Montana? Missouri. Whatever. What do you think I should pursue after my doctorate in social work? Probably social work. All right, but they got Missouri, New Jersey, New Mexico, North Carolina, Illinois, Minnesota, Alabama, Florida, New Jersey, Colorado, South Carolina, North Carolina, Los Angeles. Wait. No, that's not Los Angeles. What is LA? Louisiana? Is that Louisiana? Is that Louisiana? Yeah. Florida, Mississippi, I think. Minnesota, Wisconsin. Is that Hawaii? Yeah, Hawaii. Ohio, Indiana. What is that? Washington, Minnesota, Florida, Arkansas, Kentucky, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Wisconsin, Oklahoma, Florida, Tennessee, California, Arizona, Texas, and Wisconsin. Colorado one is in... Where's the Colorado one? Littleton, Colorado. We've got... Yeah, there's Littleton, Colorado. That seems to be the only Colorado one. The California one, we've got Sonoma. We've got one in Sonoma. That's it for California. Texas is White House, Texas. White House, Texas. Very cool. All right, guys, I'm going to cut the stream. I'm out of here. Thank you very much for tuning into the Valenti broadcast. Proof that I exist outside of making political content right here, by the way. That laser tag footage. That is good proof. Very good proof. Do me a favor, run that video up a little bit, Nelson. Yo, Valenti Simp. Valenti Simp. Get some footage of me playing laser tag and post that too. I think it'd be good for people to see. Oh, wait, no, you can't post that shit on YouTube. On TikTok, they'll think it's real. You can do that on Instagram. Maybe you could do it on TikTok. I have no idea. I have no idea. No idea. Bye, guys. Later. Bye, guys.